Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're with us on this Friday morning. Hope all of y'all are thawing out and some of y'all moving around today. It's been what a spectacular week. We're going to talk about it a bit later, all kind of cool things that happened. But let's get started now with our weather, brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard, hard-working crew, taking care of our everyday warm and comfort needs. And by the way, Drew just had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Drew. Turned a big 4-0. Looking at a high today, we had a heat wave going now, about 48 or 49. Low is still below freezing, 27 or 28 in that general area. They sort of, just never hit exactly because it's been such a strong storm we've had as far as the weather changing. Water temperature, though, has dropped since I've been here last, and it brought to us by Allco Electrical Contractors out of Lynn Haven. We're looking at 56 degrees at the end of the pier. That's cold. Our river reading is brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola. The Apalachicola Bluffstown this morning is reading a 5.4, and it's steady. It's been steady, and the future looks steady. All right, look at the Choctawhatchee at Caryville. It's at 6.8. Went up just a little bit, but it's going to be pretty steady for the weekend if you're getting out catching some of those freshwater goldfish. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Good strong tide today. Take a look at that. Lows at 427 this morning and highs at 534 January the 24th. Okay, our fishing game times brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. We're looking at 6:34 to 8:34 this morning and later on 6:59 to 8:59. If you plan to go floundering or anything like that, it's going to be cold. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. One quick announcement before we get to our pictures. Ken Paramore called me the other day. He still has a few of the turkey raffle calendars, the gun raffle calendar, Bay County Longbeards and Florida Turkeys Association. There's Ken's number, 832-0718, if you get a chance and want some of those. He's got a few left, okay? Now, I want to go to, I want to start these pictures. I got a bunch of them. We're just going to go through them. I'm going to get as many as I can in this segment on the storm and how we handled it and all. It was Gail, myself, and Ashley, who lives across the road from us. So we weathered it together. So here, I'm going to just show a lot of stuff. It's just family stuff. I hope you bear with me, but a lot of cool stuff. A lot of y'all did the same thing, and we got documented here. But first thing we did, we had a big fire going, okay? Gail and I took this picture of her, and Ashley's coming in, so we had some warm fires. And, all right, here we go. So there are just some, I'm gonna go through them pretty fast. I like y'all, just fascinated with the snow coming down like that. There's my footprints, and it's just beginning, and y'all went through this too. I can't believe it. I thought it was gonna stop in a minute. Sure, it's not gonna snow this much, as you can see. So let's move on. Then I went across the road. This is across the road from my house where Studio B was downstairs. Ashley living there now, and it's just starting there. And then we went on down. Let's see. I can't get it moving. Get it up. Okay. Let's see. All right. What about it, Jeff? You think? Okay. All right. Let's go back on here again. They're just not moving right now, so we're gonna move. Are they moving off of here? Okay, here we go. So we got that. Move on. Gail and I took some selfies. We just couldn't believe it. I mean, snow's coming down. We can't believe it. So then, of course, I got to go out there and build a snowman in the middle of that storm. And I've never built a snowman before, so I didn't really know what I was doing. So I just watered stuff up. It's snowing, and I wanted to send it to the kids and all. So that's a head. I'm trying to get the head on it, but I found some sticks out there for the arms. All right, so then the head's about to come off. So then got the arms on, but then I couldn't, the eyes and the mouth. Gail got me a carrot, and I couldn't figure out what to do. So I just kept working on it. She's doing like 20-second clips. The head came back off, got it back on there. I put the put this stuff on the head while it's flat, but it didn't stay. All right, I put it back on there again. All right, see, the eyes are a little off. I tried to get the mouth on there, couldn't. I just had trouble doing that. But then, okay, still got it going. There it is, I got it finished. But see, the eyes sort of cockeyed. I told Gail I was looking at a corner, but I found something in the garage for the cap. So there it was. And I'm happy right there. So I sent Mason a picture. I had an Ole Miss cap on, so I wanted to send it to Mason out there in Oxford. So anyway, snow's coming down, and y'all had the same thing. There's a picture I sent Mason right there. and he couldn't believe it. So anyway, all the snow going strong. Y'all had the same thing. And let's see, get on through here. Oh, this is my favorite. First time I'm like a snow angel. I've always wanted to do this. And I actually made one, put it on Facebook. People had a good time. I got a lot of comments on it. I felt like a 10-year-old. I repeat, I felt like a 10-year-old. And it was so much fun. Okay. All right. Real quick, the totals. I checked up the totals. It just blew away. The record we had here in Florida, the record was like, Milton was like 4 foot. They had 8 inches. So anyway, Panama City and Quincy on the right. In 1958, everybody got the snows, but this was just, all these records shattered by this last one. This is, okay, of course, this is afterwards and all, and y'all saw, and they had birds coming in, squirrels coming in. They were hungry, okay. It's just spectacular. I had and my wood pile. Folks, snow got on my wood, and I had enough, but it was just, I was really disturbed by that. Okay, down on the rocks, down there in front of it, snow got all over the place. And anyway, I know all of y'all have your same pictures. I want to just share these with you. And let me see. I sent my neighbor a picture up there in Atlanta. I just sent them pictures. I want to show the snow pile again. There's across the road. Anyway, that's the field the house across the road. All right, that's enough right there. Let's see, I got snow in there. Somebody sent me some pictures. I want to get to those real quick. Don't forget through them. Okay, there's my wood pile. I went up there and I took some, it's all covered up. My axe is still out there. But anyway, I got some firewood out of it, just shook it off and dried it off real good. Okay, here, this comes from Victor Hathcote. Hey, Coach, I'm sure you're getting a ton of snow pictures, but I just wanted to send you this. Apparently, we had a deer that spent the night under Sheila's she shed. Tracks coming and going and just inside the fence where I marked. I'm sure it was warm. That's her temporary greenhouse. Okay, so put everything in there. He's got an arrow pointed where the deer actually got in there, and here's the tracks going in there to that. Isn't that amazing? I had tracks going into my woodpile shed too, a deer track had gone in there. But thank you, Victor, for sharing that with us. And here's where, you see where he laid down, or she laid down, and it got right in there. Isn't it amazing how they find warmth and shelter? Okay, all right, let's see, that's enough right there. Let's go and take a quick break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I did leave one off. It's one of my favorites too. The next day, Ashley came over and we wanted to build a big old snowman. So we built a snowman and I labeled it, I put it on Facebook, this is a Southport snowman. It's got a Panhandle Outdoors cap on, it's got a rod and reel, and there's Ashley, and that's Maverick, Ashley's little dog, that dog is a hoot. And they came over, and Ashley, like I say, was so glad to have her living back close to us. And oh, by the way, all you Bozeman folks, Ashley has just started a job at Bozeman. She will be in mental health counseling there, K through 12, and she's excited. She just graduated from Ole Miss and got a job up there at Bozeman. So we're glad to have her in the neighborhood, and she has a heart of gold, and I know she's going to help a lot of young people. So anyway, now I want to go. One thing always fascinating how the weather affects so many different things. And Patrice Couch sent me this. This has happened before. Where Beatty Bayou is up in Lynn Haven. That's by the country club. You got 3 bayous. You have Mill Bayou up by Deer Point, then Beatty, and then Anderson down by the bridge. But this had happened in the 70s. I remember very much about it happening. A fish kill. So she sent me this video here. Let's see if I can get it going. This is the cold weather did it. Okay, here we go. This is about 28 seconds. Look at, okay, folks, this cold weather, look at all the fish. I remember seeing it in 1978. My principal lived out there. He called me. It had all kind of mullet. I can't really see what kind of fish these are right here. It's a bunch of it's chofers, it's mullet. But is that amazing? And I forget, a friend of hers that lived up there sent it to her. Let's watch it one more time because you just don't see. Look at all of them. Can you see what kind they are? Okay, I'll blow it up some. Okay, I got it blown up on this round. There's some other speckled trout right there, a couple of speckled trouts. Wow, look at all the bait fish. And this is a cold weather shock is what it is. And like I say, look at it, it's all along there. Sometimes that fish kill in summer, that's the lack of oxygen. But okay, so I wanted to share that with you. It's let me show you. People have asked about where Anderson Bayou. I have it here somewhere. Let me see. Okay, I don't think I can find it. Okay, some other pictures that I got too. Joe Eddie said he's about to go floundering. This is floundering boat. I got a kick out of it. Look at how the snow coming in on it, and so many folks. That's a good rig for floundering, and a good tahatsu, and a good skiff like that. It's really, really cool. Okay. Oh, now this Clint Adams. Now this is Photoshop right here. This really didn't happen, but I got a kick out of it. Several people started posting it. This is in their backyard and all, but this sort of Photoshopped on there. But I thought it was cute. Dana Sewell Cole up there in Alpha. She sent this to me. I cut open all these persimmon seeds. And they were all spoons, and that means a lot of snow. Looks like they were right. I cut them open about 2 months ago. The saying is, if they come out looking like a spoon, okay, if the seed looks like a spoon in an old farmer's almanac, then you're going to have a lot of snow. And what happened? Alpha got a lot of snow. So a lot of these stories are correct. Now, what was fun was seeing these folks hunting in the snow. Actually, today it snowed. Jeff Steele got this big buck here. Good job. All right. Out in Louisiana, they made a snowman, made a crab. Is that not cool? A big old lobster, big old lobster. And then up there, over in Pensacola, a snow angel. That's the Navy, at a Navy base there, the snow angels. Okay, the flying angels. Okay, then I got another one right before this right before the storm. Landon Ham up there with a good buck. Billy Grantham sent that to me. So as you can see, we had I've got a bunch more pictures, and we'll just have to show them up next week. Have a lot of cool stuff that happened. But that's basically all I wanted to show. That's enough for now. Let's go ahead and add some names and get ready for our drawing. Okay. Delane Bourne from Panama City Beach. All right, and Stan Bourne from Panama City Beach. Keela James up there in Alpha. William James, Alpha. And Sharon DeFee. Now, okay, it's the end of the week, and we've got a lot of names in, and if we've missed you, don't have your names in there or something, let us know, and we'll pull them out and make sure. Gail has a master list of it. We don't have them in there. Make sure just text me. And we have found one or two that we didn't have in there. All right, so let's get ready for our drawing. Okay. Now this is for now would fried mullet be good today? Run down there to Gene's Oyster Bar and get a fried mullet. You might be the lucky one. Again, if you enter early, you got better odds because people enter all year long. Just more people in here. And the winner of the big mullet plate there at Gene's Oyster Bar from Weewall, Marie Hall. Be worth a nice little drive over in the pretty weather. Okay, let's go up to the $20 gift certificate. Okay, that's going to be from Santa Rosa Beach. Dave Borges from Santa Rosa Beach. Carbon Dock Seafood. And the big red snapper is going to be from Panama City Beach, Tracy Aycock. All right, we have Wewall, Santa Rosa Beach, and Panama City Beach are our winners. Now, we get ready for our famous Friday fishing forecast, and it's been interesting because there hadn't been a lot of fishing going on this week to do reports on, so I sort of dug some stuff up and just found some good information for winter fishing. This weekend there'll be some good fish being caught, but we had some hunters that were able to get out there in the weather and did some good hunting. And I have a couple more pictures. Like I say, I'll show you the rest of those pictures next week. A lot more to show you. So let's take our break and we'll come back with our famous Friday fishing forecast. Okay, welcome back and welcome to our famous Friday fishing forecast brought to us by Matt Andrews, Hammer Down Construction, and also Jessica Ling Insurance and Financial Group. Those two small business America. And by the way, the small businesses all around the Panhandle that sort of hadn't been able to work for a couple of days. You get a chance to do some business with a small business. Y'all please do that. They could use your support. Okay, one of the things, same thing I've been saying all month. Slow presentation. Fish slow. The fish, they're lethargic, and you can see what happened to some of them. Some of them died because they just couldn't move around and get warm. So. Okay, I'm going to give you the top 3 freshwater and top 3 for saltwater. Freshwater, we're going to talk about crappie, channel cat, and bass. On saltwater, I put down sheephead, trout, and whiting. Those are the top 3 in each category. And we'll start at the bottom, and that's in no particular order, okay? But I did want to talk about the whiting because I've done a lot of surf fishing for whiting. And surf fishing in wintertime is you can stay warm, okay? You can stay warmer than you can on a boat. By the way, if you do go out on a boat, I wrote down 5 things also. In this kind of weather, in this heavy winter, don't fish alone. Fish with somebody else. Make sure you leave a float plan. Make sure somebody and friends or family know where you're going to be, what landing you're going out of, and what you plan to do. Make sure people know that. Cell phones don't pick up all over the place. Number 3, of course, dress warm and wear layers. I've talked about that before, the importance of layer after layer. And these last couple of days, I just haven't been cold because I've been dressed in layers, going outside building a snowman and all kind of stuff. How many times on Panhandle Outdoors you hear somebody talk about, let's go, I've been building a snowman. All right, and okay, number 4, I've done this before. At first I thought it was sort of sissy-like, but heat warmers for your toes and feet and for your hand. These hand warmers, I'm completely sold on those. I really believe in them, especially if you're sitting in a boat or in a tree stand for a long time. Okay, last one, and one of my favorites, always take some food and snacks with you if you're out there a little while because it warm you up and everything. So let's go to surf fishing real quick. I want to just show you a place I've had a lot of good luck surf fishing. Okay, right here, Indian Pass. I'm going to zoom in Indian Pass. I'm going to show you exactly where to go. Okay, here's a boat ramp right here, the campground. Aren't you glad they didn't put a condo there? They were talking about putting a condo there. Developers were at one time, but make sure you're still on top of the county commission or they don't do that. All right, see right here? Now, you can go right up in this area right here. I'm going to keep everything in the center, right there in the center of the screen. Or you can park over here on this side and walk down the beach and fish, about 100 or 200 to 300 yards down there. And if you got a beach driving permit, you can drive there. But that is some excellent fishing for whiting. And you can think about it, if you get cold, you can get back to your car or truck. Okay, let's zoom back out. And of course, where I fish on the Cape and all. If you go trout fishing, this is when you want to really go out. Okay, you want to trout fish, of course, out of your boat. You want to fish in the feeder creeks and area, and all over the place have the feeder creeks. Up there at Black Creek in that area, there are going to be some nice trout caught off of the Choctawhatchee Bay. And don't forget about the Intercoastal Waterway. It's good fishing this time of year. Right there at the T at St. Joe, let's see, I'm going to put it right here. Right here, what we call the T. That's some really good fishing right there. Gal and I still had a memorable fishing trip right there. And the trout are just moving up there, trying to look for warm water. And even we're down here toward Wimico, White City, Wimico, okay, all these creeks, and of course the feeder creeks I talked about last week over in Apalachicola Bay. All those feeder creeks are going to be good. So you got surf fishing, and the surf fishing, just use some cut shrimp or something like that, some warm warm clothes and cut shrimp is what I always said. Now, also on the freshwater, the crappie bite, we talked about Lake Tarquin. You saw the bite week before last now, or well, actually last week, with Bill Shields and Dennis Shaw's catching all those down at Howard Creek. So fish going to be caught this time of year, even though it's cold. I left off the channel cat. Channel cat they bite well in the wintertime. A lot of people just don't fish for them, but if you can find any kind of good catfish bait and fish at bottom, because they're down there and right there in the channels. So find some channels coming off those sloughs and feeder creeks. Okay, let's go here to the St. Andrew Bay system. I would be remiss not to mention these two creeks right here in West Bay. We'll talk about these a lot. Okay, Burnt Mill Creek and Crooked Creek. On the left is Crooked Creek, and on the right is Burnt Mill Creek. I fish more out of Burnt Mill. Let's keep in mind that there's a good landing there, but as you come on out, all this area right out in here, now stay in the channel as you're coming out. Stay in that channel and come on out in this area here and fish straight there in the middle of the screen. Go to your right on the screen. Fish all on that area there is going to be good. Also, on Crooked Creek, again, the boat ramp is really nice. Coming on down Crooked Creek and come out to the mouth of Crooked Creek is going to be really, really good stuff right there. So that's just two typical feeder creeks in the Bay system. On the Apalachicola, you got Whiskey George and all those other Saws and Creek and all those feeder creeks are excellent this time of year for trout. One of the things about that, you just got to get out there and do it. And this weekend should be a good time. It's going to be a little bit warmer. It's going to still be cold, but it's going to be a good time to get outdoors and take care of it. So we're going to wrap it up for the week. It's been a memorable week for everyone. I just want to, I'm going to talk more about it next week, about all the good times people have. We've got to wrap it up for today. I want to thank all of you for watching. Thank our viewers. Y'all are so important. And also our sponsors. Thank you. Y'all do something good for someone else today. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the outdoors. Take care of it, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.